Hello, welcome to the Bradley J. Show. Try to mix up the times so different people get to see it at different times. That's one theory. The other one is be consistent. Whatever. I could do both. Be consistent and inconsistent at the same time. Consistently inconsistent, I guess. So I'm here to tell you about something I heard today that was really stupid, I think. But first, let me say that you all look very good. And that coming up, I'm going to give my review of Apple EarPods. I like Apple products in general. What do you think I will say about the AirPods? I'll let you know that. But here we go with a little story about the dumbest thing I've heard in a long time. Like really catastrophically dumb. Like how does this person get through the day? How did this happen dumb? It's a little bit of a story, so I'm going to tell you a little story. You know how sometimes you get in a buying mood? You buy something and it's fun and it's good and it does enhance your life a little bit, and you think, ooh, I'm going to buy something else. So I did buy a shirt, loved it, and I went to buy something else. I found a clothing store on Newbury Street. Well, I won't go into any more details. It's a chain, but it's not a chain you hear of very often around here. But here you go. I've been looking for loungewear, like not pajamas, not sweatpants, but kind of like fancy sweatpants and fancy sweatshirt. And this store had something that was kind of fancy. It looked super puffy and very comfortable. And oh, so comfortable. It wasn't very expensive. And you can just tell it's going to be cheap. But whatever. I was in the mood. I almost would be glad if it doesn't last forever so I can get something else. Because I know I'll get sick of it. But I found a set of loungewear. Nice cotton loungewear, double knit, not terry cloth, but it felt nice. But you kind of knew that after you washed it once or twice, it would be like cotton candy. But that's not the point. The point is this. Hey, Ondine, you sweet pea, what's going on? She's always in the mood for shopping. Well, good. You must live in a big house, right? Where you can just stash all that crap. You don't live in an apartment like I do. I'm maxed out. Something comes in, something's got to go out. Anyway, found this loungewear. It was difficult to find my size, which is medium, I thought. So I'm trying to figure out, well, they have a large. They don't have a medium. I usually am a medium now. I wonder if large will be too big. So I enlisted the advice of a salesperson. And when you hear what I have to tell you, you may never enlist the advice of a salesperson ever again, ever. The comment from the salesperson was so catastrophically dumb. I hope I'm right on this, because if I'm wrong, then I'm going to eat crow pie. I asked the person, do you think that the large, I asked her basically, is this going to shrink? What's the shrink factor? I asked her about how these size, like, do these things run true to size? And of course, I'm thinking, well, if they run a little large, if they run regular, I'll get the large and hope it shrinks. But anyway, when I asked her, what size do you think I should get? Do these shrink? She goes, the salesperson said, oh no, they're made of cotton, so they won't shrink. They won't shrink much. They're made of cotton, so shrinking's not really an issue. And It was so spectacularly dumb. I doubted myself. I thought, have I been wrong all these years? If you throw some cheap cotton thing in the dryer, it won't shrink? Because I've been wrong a lot lately. Am I wrong about that too? What else am I wrong about? Gravity? Is there? I thought gravity existed. Is there no gravity? And so I was just shocked. She said, "It's cotton, so it won't shrink much." Or she might have said, "So it won't shrink." I thought, is there something I don't know? Did I? Nope. She said, "It's cotton, so it won't shrink." I thought maybe cotton is new. Maybe the new breed of cotton doesn't shrink. Well, I went with my gut and got a large, assuming that this person was spectacularly wrong. And I was correct. I got the thing home and it was voluminous. It fit like crap. The shirt fit, even though it was a large, but the pants were way too large. So today I put this, I tempted fate. I put the thing I washed it in cold water because it wasn't dirty. Then I threw it in the dryer with the other stuff on high, and it shrank like crazy. So, my question is this. How does a salesperson get through the day? If you can be wrong about something as basic as cotton doesn't shrink, how do you get through the day? What other more complicated stuff are you wrong about, dear person? Notice I haven't mentioned the sex, I don't think. Maybe I said the pronoun, but still, I tried not to. I haven't mentioned the age because I don't want to be the awesome boomer that I am. I don't want to get okay boomered, which, by the way, is ageist, and ageist is like sexism. It's wrong, and if somebody says okay boomer, they're a hypocrite because they're probably young. They're probably very anti-racist. They say they're very anti-racist. They say they're very anti-sexist, but they're ageist. So that's pretty hypocritical of them. If anyone ever says, hey, okay, boomer, you bust them on that. Anyway, that is, how does a person get through any sort of life without knowing that? This person didn't look like a rich person that would have had their laundry done for them by someone else all their life. And maybe their mother just did it, I guess. They didn't look like they had a butler or anything to do the laundry. Maybe their parents did it. But now they're out on their own, I'm guessing. Do they do their laundry? Does it not shrink when you put cotton stuff in the dryer? I was flabbergasted. That is so basic. What other things are that basic? Not much. Tiny house? Oh. She has a tiny house. Is it filled with, Auntie, is it filled with stuff you buy? Yes. Phil Kate. Maybe they don't know what cotton is. Well, they said the word cotton, so they pretended they knew. This is not rocket science, and this is not being too picky. Super basic. How basic does it get? Like, if you jump in front of a car, it will probably hurt. If you stop on a bicycle, it's harder to keep it upright than when you're moving. Stuff like that. If you go out in the cold weather, you will be cold, kind of thing. Okay, that's super basic. When did you learn that cotton shrinks if you put it in the dryer? You don't have to be a real Henry David Thoreau of the modern age to know that. Wow. Diane Caplet. Mother did all the laundry for? Sure. All right. Caplet. Diane Caplet. Grasset. See, I don't know the Grasset part. I only know the Diane Caplet. Cheerleader. Friends of Is it, what was Lagasse's last name? Karen Lagasse? Debbie Lamore. Diane Caplet was one of the first girls I ever danced with at a dance at the Spalding High, after a Spalding High football game. And there she is, hanging in there, hanging tough. She certainly knows that cotton shrinks. So that's it. Say hi to anybody I might know. Oh, yeah, Diana Hoyt, Bonnie Hoyt. Say hello to all those people. So that's it for today. It's just so shocking. And I guess I will now say that this person was pretty young. But so what? And no, don't say, okay, boomer, like it's a bad thing. Okay? By the way, you folks who are acting all superior, calling us boomers, you boomers, you wrecked the earth. You boomers were this and that. Do you really think that you are somehow inherently superior? So that given the context of the time, you would have done any differently? No, you would not have. So, you young'uns out there, before you start dissing on the boomers, realize you would have done the same thing if the context was the same. And your holier than thou, superior, ageist attitude is not becoming. Happy V-Day. What is the dumbest thing I ever heard? You never asked. It's probably something I just said. So it's a setup, Phil. I know it's a setup. I don't dare to ask. I mean, I know I'm walking on thin ice saying this in the first place. It makes me very vulnerable. For example, had I misspelled something in my thing, what's the dumbest thing you ever... I did. Oh, that's got to be it right there. That's it. The dumbest thing, that I know that's going to be it. In my headline, I put, what's the dumbest thing you've heard? Oh, no, that's right. What's the dumbest thing you have heard someone say lately? Oh, okay. I don't know, but I know it's a setup. I don't want to ask because I know you're going to get me. Oh, all right. Anything George Santos ever said. So let's go back to this. Okay. Let's talk about George Santos just briefly. Is George Santos dumb? He's actually a genius. Because he understands that the sides are so separated and each side is in such a vacuum that he can say the lefty stuff to the lefties and the righty stuff to the righties and they don't check it out. So there you go. I got to go. But that was catastrophic, wasn't it? Yes, it shrinks. It does shrink for those of you who don't believe cotton shrinks. It certainly does. I'll talk to you soon.